How am I looking, boys? I don't know if you can even see that. Anyway, the reason you suck at conversations isn't because you don't have the right words to say. It isn't because you keep having awkward silences that you don't know how to fill. And it isn't because you're talking to the wrong people. A couple of days ago, I was talking to someone, and during the conversation I just realized that I was super fucking awkward, to put it lightly. I couldn't maintain eye contact. I just kept looking away, trying to find somewhere else to look, not really looking at the person's eyes, which is how you connect with people, how you have proper conversations. And I kept trying to fill the silences with whatever words my brain threw at me. So I wasn't really thinking about what I was going to say and trying to convey meaning in the conversation. I was kind of just yapping. And I thought about it afterwards. I thought about it and I journaled about it, and I came to the conclusion that being bad at conversations was just a symptom of the problem. So if you imagine the symptom to be up here, right? The real problem is down here. It's in the roots. And you've got to fix the real problem to get rid of the symptom completely. If you just try to get rid of the symptom, the problem's going to stay there. And it's just going to cause other symptoms to replace the one you got rid of, if you can even get rid of the symptom in the first place. So the thing you want to be focusing on is fixing the root cause, the root problem, of course. And that root cause, the real problem, is that you've just got a lack of experience. Lack of experience. And I'm sure you can figure out that that's pretty easy to fix. You've just got to get more experience. You've got to talk to more people. And not even conversations. It doesn't even really have to be conversations. Because I find it's much easier to gain experience if you don't go all the way, if you get what I mean. So it's much easier to gain experience from small talk or just saying stuff to people as you walk by them than it is to gain experience from having full conversations, because full conversations take a lot longer, which means that you can't have as many in one day than, say, just saying like one sentence to someone, or even one word. And the thing with saying just one word to someone is that when you're just saying one word, it may seem like you're not really doing much. It may seem like it's kind of pointless, because what's the point of not even having a conversation if you want to get better at conversations? Well, the point is that you're increasing your exposure. more exposure you have, the more comfortable you'll feel in the environment. It's like going to the gym for the first time. If you go to the gym, you've never been before, just got your membership, and you step in the doors, and chances are, while you're working out, you probably feel pretty small, pretty insecure and awkward. And that's just because it's a new environment. It's an environment that you're not used to, that you haven't really explored. But the more you go to the gym, maybe you go 3 times a week or something, and you do that for like 3 months. And after those 3 months, your confidence has already skyrocketed because you're so much more used to the environment. You know where all the equipment is, maybe you know some of the people in the gym already. And that little bit of experience, that little bit of exposure helps so much. Because once you've got that initial level of confidence, that initial boost, if you want to call it that, it becomes a lot easier to build even more confidence, because your, I don't know, I guess your threshold has increased. So let's say on your first day at the gym you were awkward, you didn't really know how to do any of the movements or use any of the machines. You felt like people were judging you when they were looking at you. But after those 3 months, you know how to use most of the machines. Maybe you've gained a little bit of muscle, and you just feel better in general. So that allows you to try new things. It allows you to try new exercises without feeling like a fucking dumbass. And you try the exercises and you're like, man, this feels good. It looks weird as fuck, but it feels good and it feels like it's working. So you do the exercise every day. Because for some reason you're training the same muscle every day. And you do that exercise every day. And that initial discomfort of doing it for the first time, you kind of know that it looks weird, but you do it anyway. That just adds to your confidence, because now you know that you can do something that looks retarded and nobody will really question you, because nobody really cares. And it's the same thing with socializing. The more you talk to people, the more you go to the gym, the more you try out new machines. So basically, talking to a fuck ton of people, the more confident you become. It's as simple as that. So if you want to increase your confidence, talk to more people, increase your exposure, because exposure increases skill, skill increases confidence, and the more confident you are, the more difficult situations you can put yourself in, and difficult situations will increase your confidence even more. So it's kind of like fucking exponential, I guess. I'm going to take action on this by continuing to talk to a fuck ton of people. Yeah, and soon enough I should be like a social gangster, be able to do whatever the fuck I want and not be afraid of judgment, and that's going to be cool as fuck. If you want to join me on that journey, click the link in the description and join my free community where we help each other level the fuck up, and we're all gonna become social chads together.